In case you missed it, I don't miss a single shot that I take when it's at your door. And I don't mean to make it sound like it's a joke. It's not, I know. I'ma beat the shit out of waffles, and I don't feel sorry. Don't feel sorry, and I don't feel. I can't take the blame for what happens when I'm feeling ornery. Feeling ornery. Why don't you bring them over in a bit and you can go on your trip? Don't even trip. Nah, I got it. Yeah. Don't worry, baby. I got it. Don't worry about it. And he'll get the left and the right, and I'll poke him in the eye. He'll get the left and the right, and I'll poke him in the eye. And then I grab him by his dick and I throw him in the sky. Then I grab him by his big fat dick and throw him in the sky. And when he comes back down to the earth, the first thing that I notice is the girl. How did you fit such a big fat dick on such a small dog? I'm screaming at God, why? Well, I guess I got a little bit sidetracked, didn't I? I guess I got a little bit out of whack, didn't I? I guess I can't get over the fact that my little guy will never measure up to that fat cock on your little guy. So it's a left and the right, and I poke him in the eye. It's a left and the right, and I poke him in the eye. And then I grab him by his glorious cock and throw him in the sky. Then I grab him by his plus size dick and throw him in the sky.
We had to put him in his place every day with regular beatings, regular shoutings at him. You fucking dog! Fuck you! I don't think beating dogs is a good topic. You fucking dog! Fuck you! I don't think beating
1,
dogs
2, 3, clap.
And we're clapping on like 1, 2, 3.
Clap. Yeah.
Clap.
Yeah, okay, I did it right then.
Dude, first tries for the actual process?
I mean, that's like the
Nice.
100th. That's like the 100th time. I just wanted to make sure I've been doing it right because that's how I've been doing it. But like, can you imagine if I'm just like 1, 2, 3, and it's like fuck, dude, I clapped so fucking hard, my hands hurt. It hurt so bad. I peeked the fucking
Bro,
microphone.
isn't your
with that
microphone
last
like
clap.
isn't it like a $3,000 mega sensitive microphone, and you're over here just like,
Dude, I scream into this microphone. It's fine.
no, it'll be
Screaming
fine, but
is
like it doesn't
not
need you to fucking like
percussive like that.
doesn't need you to like clap that loud.
Hey, everybody.
Oh shit, here it
Welcome to the
comes.
Properties of Nature podcast.
Here it comes.
We're back with another episode.
It's another episode of the Property Nature Podcast with your host, I almost called you Kyle. I don't know why. Kyle. Hey, everybody, classic Kyle, the host of the podcast.
Classic
I'm Kyle
Kyle.
Perrin, the drummer for Properties of Nature.
These you're not even doing it in the
Properties
right
of Kyle.
order.
What do you mean? I know. It starts with me. Hey guys, we should have fun intros.
We talked about this right after you guys decided on the quote unquote order. I was like, I do the intro. I'm going first every time.
Oh, okay,
And you
so
guys
it's
were
No,
Cade-
we said Canyon first.
Cade-
It was
Canyon.
Canyon. Cade last. It was literally Canyon.
I think
Thomas,
Josh,
me, Cade.
Josh. That's the order you guys decided on. And then immediately afterwards, I said, but I do the intros. I should go first. And you guys were like, okay.
Yeah, Cade, I don't remember that at all.
I
Because
think
you
it
don't
makes
fucking
sense.
pay
though.
attention, Josh.
Can we
I take
start this
back my okay.
episode?
I don't.
No, I like
What?
this.
This episode's
Hey, listen,
fantastic.
Oh
shut
my
the fuck up,
goodness,
Thomas.
This is great so far, Thomas. We
Learn your
can't
fucking
restart
place.
anything.
We don't get gold like this. What are you talking about? This is what we thrive on. I think it's
This is that
good.
shit.
I think it's good. Yeah, I think it does make sense that Cade should go. We're gonna have this fucking problem every time now. We're gonna be like,
Okay,
"Wait, I thought it was
but hear
Canyon."
me out. Let me just
Hey,
recap.
everybody. Welcome to the Properties of Nature podcast. We're back with another episode today. I'm your host, Cade Perrin, the drummer for Properties of Nature.
Hi.
Can I be the host?
Just.
Facts.
I didn't know you
Pog.
were so confident about it. You were so confident about it, Kate. And then I was just like, I sounded like a fucking kid. If you listen back to that, I sound like a fucking child. Hi guys. It's I'm Canyon Malloy, the guitarist for Parts of Nature. This is why I wanted to have the fun intro thing.
Hello, everybody. I'm Thomas Heath. I'm the bassist of this motherfucking band. And this podcast, I'm gonna be honest, started off with a very weird vibe.
What do you mean?
Hi, I'm Josh.
I think-
I like the vibe. Shut the fuck up. I like the vibe. I like the vibe a lot. The vibe's vibing with me. I sing in the band. That's it. You're watching Disney Channel.
There you go. We got to start having fun intros. I really love the idea of saying our name, what our thing is, and then putting in a little spice. You know, you get to think about it all week, and you get to say one funny thing that really lets people go, "Oh, he's my favorite."
We need to have a.
Oh,
we need to have like a. We need to have an introductory like song. We need to have something playing in the background, like every time while we're introducing ourselves.
Do you guys
Every
wanna,
time you like stutter or something, it just stops the song, and it's just like, God damn it, this is hectic.
Josh, you want to give me a beat, and then Kate and Thomas, you can throw down some melodies and harmonies. Yeah, welcome to the podcast, Downtown Battle Mountain Show. And then that's our intro.
Okay.
What's that?
Fuck yeah.
So they're like, "Is this the band I listen to? Is it? Let me check their music again." And they check it, and it just goes,
We just replace all of our fucking music on Spotify.
As an April
Did you
Fool's Day
guys
prank,
recognize
just reset.
the melody I was singing?
What was
No.
yours, Thomas? Sing it.
I said, something, something, get together for family time.
I actually
I
do
guess we'll
recognize
hear
that.
it.
I recognize that, but what the fuck is
It's
that from?
the fucking intro for that fucking stepsister porn.
What?
on Pornhub.
What's stepsister porn?
That like step sibling porn.
Pull it up real quick.
I don't know. Yeah,
Pull it up.
play it.
Pull it up.
Cade, play it when you edit. When you
No,
edit,
no,
you
no.
gotta play
Thomas,
the.
pull it up and play it into your fucking mic. I don't want to hear it later. I want to hear it now.
All right, let's see if yeah.
Found that a bit fast, but
Do you want to masturbate but don't have a partner? I want to show you this.
Sorry, gotta get through the ads, you know.
do you want to masturbate? You don't have a partner?
Masturbate and chill with me. I will show you whatever you are.
Okay, you ready?
Recognize that.
Love when we come together for family time. I know
Because I think it's so weird because you click on it, a very wholesome video, and then and then it just is like it has crazy lyrics to something that sounds just so normal. I wonder what band did that. You know how that
Properties of Nature.
you know hey, do you know that who's that one band that did the Scooby-Doo intro song?
You're gonna have to look it up.
In a shoe.
What's the fuck?
How are we
what's the
supposed to know
fucking
the band?
You guys know that we all know the band. It's like a very popular band.
I don't know the band.
I also don't know the band.
Unless it's Korn.
It was Korn.
Is that the only band? Simple Plan, dude.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, it's Simple Plan. They made the Scooby-Doo intro.
Damn, that's awesome.
What if you found out like Simple Plan made the fucking porn intro for? Do you guys not know this one? It's What's New Scooby-Doo?
Oh, I thought you meant the OG one.
Dad mystery.
Homie, all of you guys have that thing on where if you're not talking, it mutes your
It'll come through the mic. Here, Josh, let me
Yeah.
do a rendition. Perfect rendition. Bennett, what's your Scooby Bennett do? They're coming to Bennett. They're coming after you. That's what it sounds like. I mean, everybody else.
Well,
thinks the
it'll
second
come
time
through
they
on the
hear it.
podcast. The
I
podcast
heard
will
it.
hear it, but we can't. You heard it? I didn't
Bro,
hear it.
I
It said,
keep getting
"What's
too
new?
close to my mic.
Coming." Just like that's all I heard.
What's new? Just I
coming?
don't know, just coming.
Just coming.
All right. Well, I feel like I'm a little lost now.
What's chaotic
What
energy?
were we talking about?
We weren't talking about
I
anything. The
don't even
podcast
know
ain't even
anymore, dude.
started yet, my guy.
Oh,
We
okay.
Probably
haven't
should
done
restart
anything.
the fucking podcast.
No, are you kidding
Nah,
me?
fuck nah.
I
We've
fucking-
gone
dude,
so
we should
far.
This is my
Started it.
this is my
Nope.
favorite shit about this podcast.
That whole one we just straight deleted, episode 31 or whatever. That was supposed to be the comeback episode that we recorded, I don't know, 3 months ago, and then we were just like, okay, fuck.
Well,
That
one
was bad. That one was bad.
I said was ass. That's the difference. You say every
that one
single
was
one of
bad.
them is ass. If it was up to you, we
I don't
wouldn't
say
have a
every single one of
podcast.
them. I don't say every single one of them.
All
I
right,
said,
9 out of
like-
10. I'll give you.
like 4 of
I'll
them.
give it to you. Yeah, 9 out of 10.
I
you
said
say
like
they're
4.
Ass.
4 out of like 35.
4
Because
out of
most of
5.
them I like.
4.5 out of 5. So 9 out of 10.
What's
Not-
4 out of 35? That's like 1 out of 10. Easy.
So if it was up to you, we wouldn't have a
Sir,
fucking
you are
podcast.
not. You are misrepresenting how many times you said that.
Did you say like every fucking
I think
podcast?
you are
Misresenting.
Miss Rizzle.
Hey,
Miss Frizzle.
hey.
Dog.
All right. So you wake up. It's 3 a.m. And okay, maybe not. You wake up and it's 5 p.m. Wait, maybe not. What time do people wake up? Yeah. You wake up. It's 10 a.m., 11 a.m. And you go, damn, I'm feeling some grumblies in my tumblies. Maybe not that early. You wake up. You wait 5 hours. You start feeling a little bit hungry. And you go, damn, I want to go eat somewhere. Where do you guys fucking go to eat? I mean, yeah,
I
I'll say
live
my thing. after.
such a different life than you.
Are you just asking where we eat breakfast?
I just didn't want to say, like, you wake up at 3 a.m. Where do you get food? It's like, okay, well, you don't usually. So, like, oh, you wake up at 5. And then I'm like, nobody wakes up at 5 for the most part. So let's say you wake up, but you don't wake up and immediately are hungry. So you wake up, you
I don't
wait
wait
3 to 4
5
hours.
I wait
don't
like
know.
30 minutes
Bro,
between.
Yeah, homie, I go to my kitchen and I eat something.
I-
I don't know what
really?
to tell you. I don't have
Yeah.
money to go and do shit. I can't go out and go get food. I'm poor.
guys, you don't have to do it right now. It's a hypothetical.
I know what
I'm not saying
I-
you need to get up right now and go
I
find a place
am
to eat.
aware that
Eat a fucking burger. Like that. I'm not
I
saying
don't wait
that. Like
3,
Properties
4,
of
or
nature.
5 hours between waking
How
up
soon do you
and
eat?
eating, though.
You wait 5 hours after you wake up, Canyon?
do people not?
That
No.
means you just don't eat breakfast, Canyon. That's
I
just
don't
lunch.
eat
Yeah,
bre-
no,
I don't
seriously,
eat
I eat like
breakfast.
right when I wake up. I have to go to work for 10 hours. Obviously, I'm going to eat right before I go to work, dude.
I wake up, take a shower, and eat, and
Oh,
that
shit.
is all within a 1 hour time period.
What the fuck? Wait, really? Wait, by choice though? If you had a choice, say you wake up on a Saturday, you wake up and immediately eat.
No.
Yeah, I'm hungry when I wake up.
Well, I'll
I wake
go-
up and I'm like,
I
I,
wake
want
up
some
hungry,
fucking
yeah.
food, bro.
Well,
I've been
I'll
asleep
wake
for
up-
46 hours, and I want my nom noms.
Wait.
When I have
It's a regular
nothing
day
to
for
do,
me.
I'll wake up and maybe have like banana or something, and just
That's
like
fair.
watch TV or something.
That sounds so
But-
nice. I'd love to turn. I wish I had cable so I could turn on TV and just
But-
had like funnies playing in the background.
But
I
hey,
don't
yo.
have cable. I just have streaming.
I got stomach problems though, so that's kind of why I have to eat right when I get up. Because if I don't eat immediately, my stomach acid eats my stomach, and I'm in immense physical pain. So
I wake up and I wake up and I lay in bed for like an hour, and then I get up and I brush my teeth, and then I don't know. I just fuck around for like another 3 hours because of course I wake up and I feel hungry, but I'm like I don't actually want to eat. I don't have an appetite. I don't have an appetite. My stomach's grumbly, so then I just don't eat until I feel like like I'm really hungry. Because if I don't eat as soon as I wake up, my stomach feels like it's hungry, and then after like 30 minutes, that feeling goes away, like the hunger pains. And then I just next time I feel hungry, I'm like, oh, now I'm for real hungry, and then I get food.
Yeah, I think we approach the day way differently because I measure my day in like times between when I last ate.
I measure my
I eat,
day
like,
in like minutes,
chronically throughout the day,
in hours.
like I eat like, you know, I have 2 lunch times at work, but like on weekends I eat like I'm just like constantly hungry. I'll eat like every hour. Like I'll eat snacks and random.
I
shit.
do have a fair amount of snacks here. Yeah, I don't eat snacks before my first meal though. So, my actual question. Let's say nobody had any stomach problems. You've been awake as long as you wanted to be awake. We've all covered this now. Covered all of this. You've been awake. It's
Yeah.
the perfect time. You have $1,000 trillion to spend wherever you want to go. That's only fast food restaurants. You're not that rich. There's too much going on to this, guys. I can't be too specific and too unspecific with you fuckers. It's hard. Well, what if it was 4 p.m. and I just fucking slipped on a nanner peel and it's like, fuck, man. I just asked you what your
I'll
favorite
give
fast
you an
food restaurant is.
I'll give you an answer. I'll give you an answer.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
fuck breakfast food, because like I have to be like really specifically wanting breakfast food, because like every breakfast food makes my stomach upset anyways, because like for some reason sausages make me feel like I'm like my stomach's already eating itself.
Yeah.
So, but without the stomach problems, I still probably wouldn't go towards breakfast food. If I was going to get up in the morning and eat something, I'd probably want like a burgie or some pizza.
Pizza at the beginning of
not
the
healthy,
day?
not the healthiest choice.
No, but like
but,
that's fine. We're not asking about healthy. But I mean, where? Like a name and establishment. Like I'm just asking what your favorite.
I could go for a
restaurant
Big
is.
Mac right now. You remember when I asked for that Big Mac and I was really sick, and you were like, "Are you sure you want me to buy you?" Okay. Let's give
Josh?
context to this because this is so fucking stupid of me.
Josh was so sick. He was so fucking sick. We were at a certain place recording a certain something. We only had a certain 2 to 3 days left at this place to record that certain something. The last thing that needed to be done was to record Josh's specific something. He starts getting sick, and we all know what it is. So he starts laying down, and after a while, he starts waking up, and he's like, I feel a bit better. I need something to eat, and I'm like, okay, I'll go get you some applesauce, because that's what he eats whenever he's that sick, and it usually helps him feel better, because it's not hard.
Well, the stores were closed, weren't they?
No,
weren't the stores closed?
No, because it was like 5 p.m. or something. The stores still weren't closed when I went to get your food at 11 p.m. that night. So I tell him, like, hey, let me get you some applesauce. And he's like, no. Like, very defiant, like, fucking no. I do not want applesauce. I won't be able to eat it. There's only one thing I'll be able to eat right now. And I'm, like, preparing myself for what the fuck he's about to say. Because he's got stomach problems, or if he eats crazy stuff, he goes to the fucking hospital. And then he, like, wakes up from his stupor of his sleep, and he's just like, I need a Big Mac. I'm like,
Dude, I mean, I was like fucking like delirious, bro. Like I had been sick and like throwing up for like, I don't know, 8 hours. Like the whole day I'd just been like feeling like shit garbage.
I double checked too.
Somebody
and I was
get
like,
me a Big Mac.
Well, dude, I was probably hella dehydrated. I was just like feeling like the worst I'd ever felt, and I was like, I feel like I could eat a Big Mac right now. And I'm like, that's the only thing I
like
feel
that
like
you feel on
my
top of
stomach
the
could even
world.
handle.
You wake up, you're like, oh, I'm gonna die. But I could still go for a Big Mac. Brought to you by McDonald's. Like that's
Brought
like
to you
your
by
fucking-
McDonald's.
Bro, and so Canyon comes back into the other room where everyone else is, and he's like, I guess I'm going to McDonald's and getting him a Big Mac, and everyone is just like, what the fuck? Why are you getting him a Big Mac? And Canyon's just like, he says it's the only thing that'll make him feel good is a fucking Big Mac. We're like, that is
if you didn't get him a
literally
Big Mac,
ridiculous.
how would you know whether he's loving it or not?
Dude, I was
literally
a good
like
Big Mac. It was a good Big Mac, but
And then
I
you
don't
went to
think
the
it matters
hospital.
what.
Are there
I don't think it
different
matters
qualities
what.
of Big
Well, I went to the
Macs,
hospital
Josh?
like 5 hours later.
It was
Josh.
like 2 hours later after you got your Big Mac. Canyon comes in and is like, well, he's going to the hospital.
I don't think it was 2 hours,
Guys.
was it?
It was
Bro,
2 hours. You
was.
went to back to sleep or
Okay.
some shit. But yeah, you were feeling pretty
Big
bad.
Big question.
What?
Have you ever had a trip to McDonald's that tastes any different than any other trip to McDonald's? I've never had a good Big Mac or a bad Big Mac. It's just Big Mac.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Big Macs are
They're
all good. I think they're all good.
They're all literally identical.
That's
Dude, yeah.
the most impressive thing about McDonald's. Is
That's ideal. Consistency.
How consistent they are everywhere.
Oh, actually, hey, the fries. If you get some soggy ass fries, those are bad. Those
Well,
aren't.
the thing about
consistent.
fries is that's not different from McDonald's to McDonald's. It's just whether they made your fries right away or they were already
Yeah,
sitting.
you know
that's
to
a different
expect.
thing.
You know you can expect either A, soggy, bad, left out fries, or B, good fries, fresh out thing, and then anywhere in between. Fries are like a spectrum, so you know you're.
and that goes for any place
But
ever.
the Big
That's
Macs
just
are
how fries are.
consistent.
Now the only thing that you're not going to get is A, not fries, or B, exceedingly amazing fries. Like they're always just going to be really good McDonald's fries, because that's the only thing that I think they make that is like really fucking poggers. But everything else is just like, this is as good as I've ever had it, and I will never have the best version of this. But I will also usually, unless you're the person that gets their food spit in, you will not have the spit burger.
Burger.
Big
Hey,
yellow
back to
burger.
the sickness thing though. To be fair, I don't think if I had eaten anything else, I wouldn't have gone to the hospital. I think I was like, because like the aftermath of it, I was sick for fucking a month and a half.
I also think
Josh,
you were.
Josh
I
is
was-
saving
my
face
stomach
with our
was
sponsor,
fucked.
McDonald's.
McDonald's brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's didn't cause me to get sick. Let me
Brought to
throw
you
that
by
out there.
McDonald's. It didn't send me to the hospital.
The thing I had probably was just gonna continue to get worse.
Well,
I'm
I
glad I
guess-
didn't stay though. Oh my god, if I had stayed to try and record, remember we were gonna change our
Yeah.
like flight. That wouldn't have
Yeah.
worked. It would
Bro,
have been
that's
so
the whole
bad.
reason we didn't stay is because I fucking made the call, dude. You and I like decided if this is how this goes down and you're not out of the hospital
Yeah.
feeling tip top in like 4 hours, then like we don't try
Yeah,
to
then I
reschedule
have
at all
to
because
go.
we know, dude. This is not my
Because I went
first
to the
rodeo
hospital.
with you.
I went to the hospital literally like a day after I got home. Like I was just fucked right when I got back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were lucky enough to be able to get home without like throw up shit pooping fud.
Well, I guess it's my turn to say what establishment I would go to.
Yes.
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Uh,
Always McDonald's. Always
although-
choose McDonald's.
Although I feel like this question needs even more parameters.
Okay.
Now, does it have to be a nationally recognized chain?
No, just a place that
No,
you
dude, anything
just
you
a
wanna
place that
fucking
you
eat,
like
bro.
that you want to go eat.
Okay. Then I would go to this place that I used to frequent in Cedar City.
Heath's
called-
Blends. Sponsored by Heath's Blends.
Now
Buy
that
all
is
your
a
blends
sponsor
from
I
Heath's
would like.
Blends.
That's right. I will
Real
take
quick,
that
I
sponsor.
like the idea of a nationally recognized chain. Like there's some kind of panel, the United States panel of recognizing fast food chains, and they're just like, today we bring forth the motion to recognize In and Out. They're like, but aren't they only available on the West Coast? Yes, sir. They are only available on the West Coast.
But they're
Do
so
we recognize them? The nation fails to recognize In and Out.
It's like a 3-year process from start to finish of the application.
Yeah,
to
you got like
become
you
a
got
nationally
shareholders
recognized
just in the just
thing.
they're sweating, their fucking hands are knuckles white, and they're like, please, and they're like, we decline recognition, and they're all like, no, fucking lives ruined, stocks
The
plummet,
nation
Fucking stocks, yeah,
fails.
stocks just go down.
fucking whole world crumble. Everybody, it's like a sport we all watch. It's like the general conference of, which is a more of a thing. It's like the general conference of like business, where like instead of watching like Mrs. Whatever's court show, it's just like fucking you turn it on and like, dude, today's the day that McDonald's is getting internationally recognized, or nationally recognized. Then they have like the next episode or the next like kind of thing, which is international recognition, dude.
I imagine you, the CEO of your restaurant chain, being led through a pitch black hallway,
Oh my god.
and they push you through this door, and the room's completely black except for a light shining down on a panel of 5 judges. And
It's like
they're
Shark
like,
Tank. It's like scary.
But it's like a
They're-
massive room. It's like a massive room that you can't actually see how big
No,
it is. There's like
the
a million
room is
people
so,
in this fucking
the room is so fucked. If
Yeah.
you've ever seen One Punch Man, when he goes underground in that bunker and there's the huge fucking square room he has to fight the guy,
Yeah.
it's like that big, but you'll never know. Pitch
and
black.
4 of them are wearing red cloaks. One of them has a white cloak, and he's the elder of the association. And,
The elder recognizer.
yeah,
You peel,
Yeah.
if you peel up the thing, you can see he has just skin over his
Wait.
eyes. He has no eyes.
Isn't that literally like the Pope kind of deal? Isn't that like
AKA recognizer in chief.
isn't that Catholic? Isn't that like the Catholic religion? Is this a Catholic thing?
Dude,
oh my
yeah.
god,
This is
goes
what.
Is
deeper
anything-
than we
this is-
Is
thought.
anything not a Catholic thing, Josh?
Yeah, dude.
I don't know anymore.
The Catholic Church owns all fast food. You heard it here first.
Dude, wait, fuck. What was your restaurant though?
They,
Yeah, where
no,
you go?
you shut the
interrupted
fuck
you
up, Josh.
before.
I'm still living in this world. You shut the fuck up. You have to, you have to fucking. You walk in here and they say, oh, you have your televised thing, which is, oh yeah, he's national, whatever, but it's not through yet. And then they take him underground into the bunker, and then he says, come here, child. And then he like comes forth, and he's like, what is this? And he says, state your name, boy. And then the others go, state your name, like in a chorus of them. And then they're just like, oh, Grongled McSchlongled. And he says, oh, come here, boy, give me thine hand. And he says, do you wish to accept the consequences of becoming nationally known? And he goes, yeah, I guess. And he snaps all 5 of his fingers, and he goes, ah! He broke all his fucking fingers.
Oh my god.
And he says,
dude.
now give me the other. And he fucking, I don't know. And he's, you have to, boy, if this is what it takes. This is what it takes. And he kisses the other hand. And he says, do you trust me? And he says, yeah. And he breaks all 5 of his other fingers.
And he's like, we decline you.
no, he's just,
Nerd.
yeah. He says, "You have passed the test. You have to give up everything in order to gain it all." And then he says, "Give this man a hospital room. Get him fixed up." You know, like the shit where it's like always like, "Oh, I thought something crazy, but I thought he was gonna die." But that's why.
And then he's walking
All his fingers
away,
broken.
and you see the guy in the white robe pull out a bow and arrow as
Oh
he's
my
walking
gosh.
away, and he just puts one through his back in a dramatic fashion. He's like, "Ugh." And he's
Once
like,
you enter,
"We're the
you never
CEO
leave."
of your organization now."
he fucking
And
picks up the proprietorship ownership to the entire national food chain, and then rolls it up, tucks it in, and then like he glows as he draws in the power of that national brand now, and he says, "We are all one in fast food." And then he sits back down, and they call in the guy for
Disney!
IHOP, whatever.
And
Fucking
then the
Disney
lights,
owns everything,
the
dude.
lights turn off on the elders of the food places, and it's just a black room again.
A sword stabs through the
God.
back of the man in the white hood, and you hear, "You thought
Oh
you
my
could get
God.
away with it?" And he fucking stabs him through the back.
Oh my god.
Anyways, I had a lot of fun living in that world. Dude, I love that. I want to draw that. I want to draw that so bad. The fucking emblem, the sigil for that company just fucking slowly appears on the cloak of the man in white. The thing that I was gonna say before all the fucking hooded person thing came up was that he walks into a table, and then he walks up to a table, not
He
that he walks
says,
into it. He's
"Ow."
like, "Oh shit,
No, he
fuck."
just walks into it because it's too fucking dark. He's like, Jesus Christ, I keep
Oh,
hitting
God,
shit.
fuck.
So guys,
What
here's
the
this
fuck is
joke.
going on?
A nationally acclaimed corporate owner walks into a table. No, it's he fucking walks into a room with his fries and shit and burgers, and they go, "Which one's yours?" And then he has to taste test and go, "This one's mine. This one's mine." If he gets it all correct, then he's internationally known or whatever. But yours was so much better,
Oh yeah, I like the scary one.
bro. Fuck, that's some
shit,
fucking
yeah,
Orange
Thomas.
Julius shit right there.
That
Dude,
is
where the
some
fuck would
Orange
Thomas-
Julius shit,
This
bro.
happens on the Orange Julius Island too. Under
Bro,
the volcano.
I love that's canon. That's canon. So yeah, Thomas.
The Council of Julius.
Yeah, dude. No, it's the couch. It's the on the island of Julius. Underneath, it's the Council of nationally recognized fast food restaurants. That's
It's
one
kind of
level.
a
some
long
point-
We have an
acronym.
iceberg,
At
and
some
that's,
point, I'm
that's
gonna
20%
implement-
under.
I'm gonna implement some of this stupid ass shit into our lyrics, and it's gonna be golden.
God
Okay.
damn, God damn. Thomas, where do you like to eat?
But I guess going back, there's a diner in Cedar City. It's a family-owned place called All American Diner. The name kind of
Doesn't sound very inclusive, but okay.
yeah, the name kind of throws you off, but it's got the best fucking bagel sandwiches around.
What's that band? All American.
Reject.
Called All American Diner.
But yeah, they have the best what?
Bagel sandwiches.
Is that just what would normally be in between two pieces of bread, but instead of being in between two pieces of bread, it's in
They're
between the two halves of a bagel?
Two buttery fried pieces of bagel
fried?
with some egg and a big old
Bitch,
sausage
hold on.
patty in
You say
between
I thought
them.
fried?
bagels were like boiled or something.
Boiled?
Yes.
You
Bagels are
no,
boiled
you boil,
and then baked.
You boil them to make the bread, but then you take the bread, you butter it, put it on the flat top grill, get it all nice and crispy, like a grilled cheese.
Canyon.
Bagels
You
are
didn't know that
boiled?
bagels dough was boiled?
Am I
Like
getting
dead
fucked
ass.
with right now?
Yes.
Bagels
you
are
boil the
boiled, yeah.
bagels dough and then you bake them. That's how they get the texture of a bagel instead of the texture of bread.
Oh,
I guess you
'cause
learn
the
something
outside,
every day.
because the outside is.
Yeah, you take the dough, make it into a circle.
Wait, do you boil them while they're in a ring?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
you,
okay. It's not
you
like
get
it's
them
not,
into
it's
a
not
ring.
the whole dough.
You get them into a ring and you boil the rings and then you bake them.
That's fucking weird. That's some crazy shit.
But yeah, they have really, really good bagel sandwiches. They have good
That's some
honest.
shit only Britons could come up
Wait,
with.
wait.
They're like, what does our bland bread need to be?
Boiled.
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 Fuck off, you Briton.
Hello, Governor. Come over today. Boil some bread. That's what they sound like.
Hello, Governor. I think our bread's not wet enough. We're making really bland, really dry bread. Have you tried boiling it? No, we haven't, sir. Should we do that? Boil the bread.
I think I was about to make a pop on down to Winchester. Figure I'd stop on down for a wee. might we want to boil some breads whilst we're down there? And then they go, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Dude, I fucking,
Oh, yeah.
if we have anybody in the fucking UK, they're like,
I didn't
like
know
this
that the
podcast
Beatles
anymore.
invented bagels. That's,
Boil the
learning
bread
things
in the
here.
Oh,
piss.
so first what happens,
Boil the
right?
bread in the piss, mate.
We take a bottle of piss, we boil the piss away. We just got a water now. They sound like they're fucking crazy. We got the dough.
No,
put
man,
it in
you're
the bottle,
fucking
boil it.
stupid. You're being fucking stupid. When you boil water, the water goes away, not the piss. If you boiled piss, all you'd have left was powdered piss.
Said, hey, John, what are we doing for our next album?
Boil
He says,
piss.
well, we never boiled bread before on our album.
You know, that's to sound good for the next album. It's just 45 minutes of
I'm
boiled
so
bread.
fucking bad at accents, though. Like,
Bro.
my fucking accent was the stupidest thing anyone's ever heard.
Oh my fucking
It's gonna
God.
enhance it. He's gonna make it like extra loud. Enhance.
Kate, you gotta do a polite one. Hello, bro. Might you wanna hop down, boil some piss, and boil some bagels?
Before the council, Governor, before the council today, we bring forth a new recipe for a nationally recognized British bread.
Piss.
This
It's
recipe involves quite a strange process. We take the bread dough, we roll it out into a ring, we boil it, and then after that we bake the bread as per normal.
We roll it out in a
Sir,
ring,
Sir,
and then we...
yes, do not interrupt me. Do not interrupt me. So did you just say we boil the bread? Yes, I did quite say that we boil the bread, but that was not sir,
Come here, son.
what the fuck are you thinking? Boiling
Boil the
bread.
bread.
Get the fuck out of here right now. Get the fuck out. You are not ever to be seen before the council
Again,
of
by
nationally
anyone.
recognized Britain's breads again. Get the fuck out of
They
here.
say,
Leave right now.
my son, approach the table. And he approaches the table, and they say, give me your hand.
Give me
Oh, he made this taste like piss.
He says, give me your hand,
But it's
sir."
all 5 fingers.
The National Council of Britain's nationally recognized breads turns its back on you, as does God and your country.
And breaks all his fingers.
Man, what if you looked up like
throw 'em to
any
Australia.
like large like food chain? You just look up like a video of like the CEO, like Papa John's, and you just like look at him like walking around, and you're like, man, his fingers look like they've all been broken. Like,
Yeah, you know, people are like,
Are we gonna make a bunch of photoshopped images of every CEO of a fast food company that's nationally
Yeah, we gotta do
recognized?
that- we gotta do
with
them
fucking
Ronald
Ronald
red
McDonald.
fingers?
It's like Ronald McDonald with these like snapped backwards hands.
Josh, you know that Ronald
Josh,
McDonald's is
hey,
not
stop.
the CEO
He
of
owns-
McDonald's.
He owns
Ronald
Burger King
McDonald?
though. He owns Burger King. It's a secret.
We need to get Josh help. I
what?
hate you so
I
much,
just
Josh.
looked up the CEO's name for McDonald's. I can't pronounce it. It's like Chris Krempzinski, but it's Kempczynski.
That's pretty cool.
He looks cool. Actually, no, he don't. Well, he looks, yeah.
Show us the screen. Show us Grabzimski. Closer.
It gets blurry. It gets.
It kind of looks like Obama from here.
He's white. What do you mean he looks like Obama?
Okay, he looks like
Josh
okay,
doesn't
okay.
see color.
It is so.
Aw.
It is so. I don't. It's so blurry that it looked like a picture of Obama.
Wait.
I like burritos, so I would probably just go to Del Taco.
Oh.
That was a quick answer.
Didn't you?
Speaking
didn't
of
you...
going places to eat, though, can I tell a story?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Today I had to get some work done before the podcast, and I didn't really have time to cook anything. So I was like, you know what? I'll go down to the grocery store that's kind of by my work, and I'll go to their deli and just get a sandwich, and it'll be quick and easy. I go up there. This girl, I go up there to the deli, and I ask the girl, hey, do you guys have any like lunch specials or
He
anything?
says, "Hey, do you have any grapes?" She's running a lemonade stand. You're a duck.
And she seemed confused by my question.
Wait, what actually did you ask? I forgot because of the grapes thing.
If there were any lunch like lunch deals or specials or anything.
Oh, got it.
And she's like, yeah, I mean, we got all this stuff. And she looks around and she's like, oh, the menu's not turned on. And I was like, oh, Yeah, that would be awesome if I could see the menu. She never
She's just like-
she never turned on the menu. She's just like, so do you want a hamburger or do you want chicken strips or?
Like, is that all you
And-
have? I don't want either of those. I want to just.
And
I want.
I was like, fuck
That's
it.
so funny,
I'll-
dude.
Fuck it. I'll get a fucking. I'll get a hamburger. And she's
Dude,
like,
no, Thomas, she turns on the fucking menu and it's like a fucking Ace Hardware, and you're like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Where am
Bro.
I? It's you turn like you look at the girl. It's just some 50-year-old dude with like an orange apron on. And he's like, "What can I get you started with?" You're
okay,
like,
funny
Fucking
enough,
Home
this
Depot.
is funny enough, and this is completely detracting from my story, which is gonna be a good story, I promise. But
Okay.
one of my favorite burger places in Utah actually
Is
is
Ace
in
Hardware.
Ace Hardware. Yeah, I'm
Wait, where?
not fucking around. It's in Richfield.
Let's go.
Yeah, all right. But back to my story.
Okay.
Fucking
Okay, we'll go.
So and then she tells me like the kind of burgers they have, and I just went with the bacon cheeseburger. And while I was trying to fucking pay for my food and like get my cup and go to the table to wait, this dude comes up with a hose, fucking sprays her with water.
Wait,
and
from your side of the counter or from their side?
Wait.
from their side.
Oh, okay.
Was it
starts-
like somebody who worked there?
Yeah. He starts spraying her with water. She grabs a cup of like water, fucking splashes it at him.
What the
They
fuck? Are these
fucking-
like
they're
two
like-
horny coworkers
They're
just like fucking
laughing,
around?
having a good time, having a water fight, while I'm standing there just wondering what in the hell is going on with this fucking town. Because every single place I go to, there's some problem. Everyone just seems completely incompetent. And
Wait, and this is in Nephi?
yeah,
What's the burger place called?
it was at the grocery store. It was at Nebo Market at their deli.
It was Grocery Store Burger House.
So they,
Dude, fuck,
they
maybe you should go
fucking-
get a job at Nebo Market. That sounds like a
They
blast.
fucking have a full-on water fight while I'm standing there trying to pay for my food and like get it ordered so I can get to work. And she fucking comes back, hair soaking wet, like it's from a fucking
Like, just
bad
sopping
comedy
fucking
movie.
wet.
And she's just like, "Sorry about that. That'll be this
Wait,
much."
wait. All of her hair?
Her hair was soaking wet.
Wait, she didn't finish taking your order and then went to
She
have a
didn't-
water fight and then came back and then finished taking
And
your
it
order?
said, "Sorry about that. That'll be like $8 and something." And I
How
was
long
like,
was she gone?
it was like a 3-minute water fight, literally right there, literally right there
Wait,
at
they
the
didn't even
counter.
leave? They were just like not. They were just. She
They were-
recognized you, ignored you, and then just had a water fight for 3 minutes in
Yes.
full view of you.
ignored me for like 3
Damn,
fucking
see,
minutes.
so the polite thing would have been to wait until after the order to have the water fight. And that's where they messed up.
the
Thomas-
and the not
I can't believe
stupid
that happened,
thing
though.
would
That's so
to be
fucking
not have
crazy.
a water fight at work.
No,
But-
always have a water fight at work, dude.
Dude,
Thomas,
I
this wouldn't have happened if
Thomas
you brought a
was
gun.
so-
at
Thomas,
me.
you're being
Thomas,
a
you ain't
piss-
having fun. You ain't having
You're being
fun
a
at work
piss
if you ain't
poor
having water
sport
fights.
right now. Water fights at work are gang shit.
I
They're gang
was
shit.
so done with that town in that moment.
bullshit.
I was like, this cannot be the place I'm living in where this just happens. And
Thomas,
You-
that sounds
you
fucking
live in a
hilarious.
fucking wonderland,
That's like the most
dude.
spontaneous,
Ew.
crazy.
no, dude,
fucking
every
story.
single place I go to, they just got some bullshit going on where
Dude, they're probably all high as fuck, bro. They're probably like, whoa!
they're probably not all high as fuck. They're probably
It's
just all
Nephi.
stupid as fuck. I don't know, dude. The only place that I haven't like literally run into a 30-minute late time to get fucking anything is the coffee shop. They're competent, like good, nice people.
Well, Nephi's one of those towns that's like a passing town on the highway up
It's
through Utah.
big for a passing town, though. It's big.
It's not that big.
It's not big, but
It's pretty fucking small. There's probably like less than 5,000 people that live.
It's
in
big
It.
enough to look at.
It's definitely big enough to look
Okay.
at. It's definitely
20
a small town.
it's way too fucking small for me.
It's a bigger
Gotta
town than
tell
I
you.
could build. Bigger town than you could build. You do better.
Dude, I could probably build a bigger town than that.
You want to do it? You and me? Let's go build a town bigger than Nephi, right beside Nephi, so we can like just call them like a fucking.
And
shit
then we
We'll call
can
it Bleefi.
conquer them.
Bleefi.
We need to make better, cooler buildings per like square foot. That way, we are just like overall a better place to live. And
What
then
if
they
we
turn into
build
a
an
ghost town.
exact replica right next to them, except for all of our stuff's like upgraded.
All our stuff is like smart homes and like Wi-Fi sidewalks
Yeah.
and shit. That shit that
We just
Amazon
have-
was trying to do with
we
their,
have
like,
to
their
hire-
Wi-Fi.
They're out here with like a regular McDonald's. Ours has a play place.
Our whole town has like really, really similar lookalikes of every person in normal Nephi.
But
It's like
So we
See, Josh, now that's just impossible. Now you're living
No,
in
no,
a
no.
fantasy.
It's
we can
like-
land,
clone
Josh.
them.
We
Hey,
were
we can
being
clone
realistic.
them.
yeah,
we can clone them.
We can have clones. That's fine.
And we can
but-
were
put
being
we can put some sexy genes into the cloning,
yeah,
so they're all hot as fuck.
everyone's hot in our town.
Everyone's
dude,
hot.
everyone's just
Yeah.
dude, I can't be in our fucking town. What the fuck? I
Dude,
built the
none
town
of
and
us
I'm like,
can,
now I
honestly.
must leave.
I could still be in our town. I'm pretty hot. Look at this.
Hey, we
shit.
run the town. We're okay.
Bruh.
We're in a band. We
Holy
can do
shit,
whatever we
you've
want.
convinced me.
Well, we gotta go back to our home base of fucking Orange Julius Island, dude. We can't fucking. We build a place up better than ever before. We crush Nephi, turn it into a fucking ghost town. Everybody that lives there is like a 9
Dead.
out of 10 to a 10 out of 10, and then everything's all future-y and shit. And then we go back to our fucking island like Jared Leto.
Hey, has
Yeah.
anybody had an Orange Julius the whole time like this podcast?
No, I
has
thought one of
existed?
you was gonna buy me one at one point.
There was.
but it never
I was
happened.
going to. There was Orange Julius's at the Dairy Queen in Hurricane.
But then
Dude,
we,
that's so fucking weird.
then
I'm
we
gonna talk
started
about
our-
that later.
we
But
started our podcast and then they just stopped existing.
yeah, they just like after I talked about it, I went down there and they're like, the signs were up. It was like, buy an Orange Julius here now, hurry! And then I went up to the window and they're like, yeah, we don't do
Hurry
that.
before
I'm like,
we're
didn't
gone!
hurry
are you,
fast
are you
enough.
serious?
And then
Like
you
I
show
waited
up-
like 30 minutes in this line for nothing.
Bro,
You didn't hurry fast enough, Josh.
they're like,
I didn't
hurry.
hurry fast enough. But dude, yeah. So there's a town here called Hurricane, spelled Hurricane, and the pronunciation is Hurricane, I guess. And if you don't call it Hurricane in front of anybody who lives anywhere remotely close to this town,
You
like
will get
literally,
slain.
you will get slapped in the face.
They go,
like they're
whoa,
so
whoa,
upset.
whoa,
They're like,
whoa, 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 whoa,
it's
whoa.
not,
Hold
it's
on.
not Hurricane.
Wait a minute.
It's Hurricane. Kin.
They just say that for the next like 5 hours. They just sit there. Didn't you
No,
know?
it's like people can't fucking handle it. It's fucking crazy. So now everybody's like obligated to call it Hurricane.
Transition.
The sides where your mouth are, if they point down when you smile, you're a down smiler. It's not better, it's not worse. It's just it's a different thing you can do.
Am I doing it right?
Canyon. This is how I genuinely smile when I'm not like really happy. Is this up or down?
It's a slight up.
That looks
It's, I
pretty
mean, it's
straight,
it's
dude.
still up. No,
It's still
I'm an
up.
artist. I draw lines. It's still up.
It's up now. That's down. That's some down. That's some frown down.
Bro,
What's
it's
the-
either.
what
if
about
you're in a-
this one? What
listen,
about this
listen, listen. More goes into smiling than just the points of your smile. Obviously, if you weren't smiling, you would have a straight face. That's a down. Thomas, move your mic out of your face a little bit. You are covered in fucking hair. I can't see where your lips are.
Thomas has a fucking huge beard.
Pube face,
Oh my
pube face,
goodness.
dick hair face on your face, where your mouth is. Just kidding, Thomas. That's not real. He looks so sad. He's gonna cry.
I am gonna cry.
Oh yeah, so that all was leading out to me saying that I went to Sonic the other day. All that question that initially started this whole podcast about where you guys would go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have
Oh,
an answer
wow.
for that.
Yeah,
I
there
didn't
was
think.
a thing.
I didn't think about that.
Just say Sonic.
I
That's good enough.
I was going to say that I was talking about Sonic the other day with someone. Might have been you, Josh. And I just remembered it was
It wasn't me.
I was talking to my other friend. They were saying they're like, oh, it's not that bad, but it's never like great. But they were saying that they like their like milkshakes and stuff like that. And I just remembered that I went with some friends in high school once, and it was the last time I ever went to a Sonic, and their tater tots tasted like soap. So I just kind
What?
of don't like
Sonic
it.
Sonic is good. Their burgers
Yeah.
are like
Anytime I've been to Sonic,
Chunky.
it's been okay too.
Is it good? Because okay, in where I live, Julius Island, they only have a fucking Wendy's, and which is good, and a Sonic right beside each other, and then that's like fucking it.
Go to the Sonic. Tell us.
Other than-
tell us on the next episode
Get-
how your
dude, at Sonic-
adventure was.
Canyon. At Sonic, you can order crazy shit. You can say, I want a 2-gallon jug full of Powerade, chop up bananas and put it in it,
Boil
Put
it
half
in
of a
piss,
vanilla
mate.
milkshake on top of it.
Boil
Put
bread.
Monster Energy
boil
in it.
piss.
Don't give me any ice, and I want a 16-inch hot dog on the side.
Are you
And they'll just be
serious?
like, oh, so you want a Mega Blast and a footy? And you're like, what?
Yeah, I guess. Sure.
For real? Yeah. No, I'm not even kidding. You know how Subway says "Have it your way"? Sonic is the real "Have
That's
it your way"
Burger
place,
King,
dude.
isn't it?
What?
No, Burger King's is live life like you're a homicidal maniac. That's what it was. So, no, I want, whenever this podcast gets massively huge eventually, when we're on like episode 500, right? Or some shit like that, I want people to come back to this episode, and I want people to hear the order Cade made. And when you do this, I want you to hashtag it on Twitter. Hashtag Cade's Sonic order. I want you to make his actual fucking order and see if they'll do it.
It's not hashtag Cade's Sonic order. It's hashtag Mega Blast footy.
Either
Mega
one,
Blast and a
both.
footy.
You have to put
Mega
both.
Blast with a footy on the side.
Footy spelled what?
Ask for a Mega Blast and a footy on the side.
FOOTIE footy, like a foot.
Oh, I thought you
Okay,
meant
I'm gonna go to
So
Sonic.
Why?
I'm literally gonna go to Sonic and ask for a Mega Blast and a footy on the side. I'll record it too. We'll put it on the next podcast.
They're
I'm
like,
going to go
I'll see what
over
they say.
there. I'm gonna ask for 50 chili dogs in a garbage bag, and for them to stomp on it into a paste.
They gotta step on it, but they gotta take off their
Stomp on
shoes
the
first.
Chili dogs.
They gotta take their shoes off
Stomp
before
on them
they
with your
step on
bare
them.
fucking
No, they gotta
feet.
stomp on them with the roller skates that they wear, or
Oh my
else
God.
it'll lose all the flavor.
yeah.
And then that's what I want for lunch.
So you're telling me I can customize my order like to the extreme at Sonic? Like if I tell them like,
Literally,
I don't know about
literally, Canyon. If you go to their website, you go to the drinks section of their menu, and you look at customizations, add-ons, mix-ins. It's a fucking 15-page essay. And you can get as much of it as you want. They charge you for it.
Yeah.
A Mega Blast is $36.
oh my god, it's almost like a fucking.
And the footy on the
it's
side is
almost
another
like car
$8.
insurance for some people for the Mega Blast with a footy on his side.
Mega Blast with the footy on the side.
I do. So if I walk up and I'm just like, "Hey, yo, give me, this and this and this," but I want you to trip on your way out and land on my food and then give it to me. Like, you think they'd do it?
They might.
They just
might
pile
if you
drive
pay
my
them
fucking
enough.
food.
Dude, if you pay anybody enough, they'll probably do that. So dude, we've made 58 cents from our ads on the podcast just since our last episode. That's pretty cool. Or last two episodes, because this is the third episode now since we've been
getting
back.
rich.
So yeah, keep listening to our ad. That one ad.
We got ads.
Thomas is gonna make his own version of it. We're all gonna make our own version of the ad, so you guys have so we can spice it up.
So I like that. Wait, we're not live anymore. We're over Discord, obviously, because we all live in like different fucking states now, except for Josh and Cade. And
And Thomas,
I
he
live
still
in the
lives in
same
Utah,
state.
you idiot.
oh, that's true.
Just lives farther
Nephi
away.
is still within Utah. I'm fucking stupid. But now we're just able to see everybody all at once on the fucking screen, except for Josh, because he doesn't have a camera yet, because he fucking sucks. And
He's a fucking
we were all
poor
just,
baby.
we were all
Yeah,
just.
but when I get my camera, it's gonna look better than Thomas's.
That is true,
Wow,
Thomas. You
what
will
an
have to step it up
accomplishment.
eventually.
Thomas, come on, step it up.
We're just pulling down our fucking shirts from the collars and then pushing our fucking tits together so that they look like we have cleavage. So
I
Josh
have the
is
sexiest tits.
dude.
Oh yeah,
Cade, you need to if you
Kay
need to
was the
fucking,
best to ever do it.
He just needs to fucking wax his fucking tits, because then it really
The hair's part of the appeal,
it
man.
really look like tits.
For real. And then we could sell them on the OnlyFans and fund our band.
Dude, we could put it on Patreon.
Okay, everybody, now we're talking about making a band OnlyFans using my
Onlyfans.
tits, but we've been recording for 52
Onlyfans.
minutes, so we're gonna call it quits. I made a rhyme there. See what I did?
Wait, what'd you say?
That ain't the end.
I said, okay, everybody, we're talking about making a band OnlyFans using my tits, but we've been recording for 52 minutes, so we're gonna call it quits. That's what I said. I said it again
That's
for
a
a second
bit
Hey,
time.
52
no,
minutes.
we still have stuff to talk about, bro.
Follow us on Twitter.
Follow us on Twitter right now. No, but seriously, ayo. So there's a question thing on Spotify now for that we're gonna start doing every week.
Oh yeah.
So if you go on Spotify, you search us up, the Poncast, you click on the fucking top episode, whatever episode you want to fucking click on. It says like Q&A right under like the description and above the little picture. And it says like reply on it, and you can just fucking type something if you got a Spotify
Yeah.
account.
There's a
But
link
it has
for
to
the
be
thing
through
in our
Spotify.
it has to be through Spotify. Just check in the description. We'll usually put a question there for whenever the episode comes out. I didn't know it was a thing, but it's fucking cool.
And
We
if
found
you
it out.
answer
The last episode
it,
says, "Oh, sorry."
if your answer is good enough or funny enough, we'll pin it and we'll talk about it on our podcast.
Yeah, you'll get those shout outs.
If you go to our like music song challenge that we did a couple of weeks ago, there are a few people that have already commented on it and have pinned replies. Those few people are just me, Kenyon, and Josh. But
And Cade.
Yeah.
And me.
Oh, you
freaking bastard.
dude,
You forgot about me.
I didn't
Guys-
I wasn't aware of you. So
We just
I
do
didn't
the
forget.
podcast for ourselves. Like, we just respond and we're just doing it. I mean, even if we did, dude, I have a blast with this
the
shit.
podcast.
Here.
By properties of nature, for properties of nature.
I will reply on this episode. I'm going to read Cade's reply because it's so interesting. It says, I made a Spotify to reply to this.
Yep,
Isn't that pretty interesting and funny?
that's pretty
No.
interesting.
No.
Thomas, read yours.
Okay, we had a reply from Thomas Heath, and it says, the song sucked. I'm just trying to get my capital pussy ate.
Wow.
That's a reference. That's a reference from the last episode.
Truly
We
a
have,
revelation.
We're literally meta referencing episodes.
We have a
Yeah.
reply
Right now,
from
is that what's
Kenyon
happening? But not-
Malloy.
Not
says,
cool
"Hi,
episodes
I'm
from like
in
a
this
couple episodes
podcast."
ago. Like last episode references where like you
And this is on the
if you're
question from the
binging this-
episode before that one. So this is like episodeception, questionception right here.
Yeah,
Holy
we can
shit.
only
The
respond
webs
to
we
questions 2 weeks previous.
Web sweet wee.
But yeah, the questions
So-
are there if you guys want to like just fucking reply, just say whatever. You can say like pickle dickle dipple dipple dapple. Say that.
Another cool way you can interact with your favorite properties of nature is to join our Discord. It's our pinned tweet on Twitter.
That's right.
We hang out and talk to fans in there all day, every day.
Well, 2 of us fucking do. Isn't that right? Thomas and Cade.
I
That's right.
post in there
Thomas and
at
Kate are the only
bare
ones
minimum
that do
once
it.
a week.
Thomas.
I force myself to post in there once a week. It's just sometimes for me, a week is 5 days. Sometimes for me, a week is 86 days.
Here's the thing.
But I
long
post in
week.
there once a week.
Here's the thing about Discord and I don't get notifications for it.
Yeah, you probably turned them
Yo.
off, dude.
I don't know how to turn them on.
I'll help you after
We
this.
also have our Facebook, our Instagram, all the social medias, most of them.
If you're,
We also
if
have
you're
a hey, shut the fuck up. We also have a TikTok.
If you're a hip young
follow
kid,
us on TikTok.
follow our TikTok.
Follow us on TikTok.
I've never posted to TikTok before. I've never been on TikTok.
I'm
don't
getting
worry.
on
Maybe
it.
you
I'm
should, Cade.
155 years old.
Come on, Cade, get on TikTok just so we can have one more follower.
Before we do end this episode, I have always wanted to have an advice segment on our podcast, and if there's going to be just anywhere in the Properties of Nature podcast section in the Discord, you can just shoot. For now, you can shoot like your advice question if you have one, and then we'll answer it. For now, Shogun and Frog asked the question, "How do you make a good egg?" And I don't know. Other than fried and
Oh,
like
shit.
sunny
I know
side
how
up.
to make a good egg.
So
I know
for
how to
me,
make a good egg.
I
I know
want to
this.
tell
I know
my
this one.
egg real quick.
We
You can
are
tell
all
your
gonna
egg.
have
We
our
might make
chance
different
to
eggs.
Answer, Cade. We're all
And you
gonna
know
have
what?
our turn.
Just to prove that, I'll let you go first.
Get a pan, a non-stick pan.
Wrong.
Crack it, whatever size pan you want. Depends on how many eggs you want. Okay. So on like a 6-inch non-stick pan, you crack maybe 3 or 4 eggs in there to cover the surface, right?
Yeah.
But before you do that, you put a little bit of oil.
Oh.
You put a little bit of oil in the pan. Okay. You crack those eggs in onto the oil. Then you turn the heat on. You see, this is special. Okay. And then it goes, when it starts to make the noise, it starts to sizzle. You cover it. Okay.
Okay.
And then after you've covered it, you open it up. You get your fingers wet. You flick the water onto the eggs. Then you cover it again. Okay.
Yeah.
You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, you're
Then
steaming
you
'em.
uncover it. If you want egg with runny, then you stop before you just crack the eggs onto your plate. If you don't want egg with runny, you wait until until the white covers up the yolk. You see what I'm getting at here?
Yeah.
Then if you want your eggs just all the way done, you just leave them on there. Okay, you eat
I
them
like
right
them
off
all
the
the way
pan.
done.
You eat them right off the pan.
For me, I have to say, and what a way to fucking end an episode too. I think
do
good
not eat
good
eggs.
egg advice. I eat eggs almost daily.
I have never
Dude,
eaten
it's,
an egg
it's
in my
the
life.
Poncast egg vice.
Hey, could we let Kenyon
section.
say his shit?
So
We can't.
I'm interested.
In my entire life, never before have I eaten an egg.
So
I have eaten
I
one
eat egg like daily,
Sometimes when
usually
Kenyon
for
tries
breakfast.
to talk about how he's gonna make eggs, I purposely
Cade, please. I'm trying to listen to egg talk.
So
Thomas, stop interrupting Canyon.
well, yeah,
I am talking about eggs.
This is our egg
Thomas,
talk.
You are still here in egg talk.
All right, y'all. Welcome to Kane's portion of egg talk. I make eggs daily. I know I've made mistakes with eggs before in the past. Not the kind of mistakes of which
You made your steaks
I've,
with your eggs
I've made mistakes
at the same pan?
I've made mistakes
Different
with.
pans or the same
Shut
pan?
the fuck up! Shut
Literally, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to hear. I'm trying to hear.
I feel like Thomas. So I made mistakes with eggs before in the past, mistakes of which we will never speak of. But that just means I've learned a lot about eggs. And one thing I know about eggs is how to make the ones that I like, which you probably might not like. A lot of people don't like the runnies in their eggs, all right? So you get yourself a pan, slip yourself a little bit of oil, as previously mentioned by
Oh, yeah.
The oil in the pan is real important.
Yep. And then you first off, your pan's already been cooking. Preferably, you've already made some bacon. Turkey bacon for me, regular bacon if you like regular bacon, either way. So you take your bacon out of the pan at that point. Then you slap a little bit of oil in there, crack your egg, slap it in there. It's going fucking wild. Put some pepper and some salt on it. You leave it alone for a little bit. It's doing its own fucking business. You do the Wordle for the day or whatever the fuck you do. Come back. Split it right down the middle where the yolk is, because you don't want it to be extra yolky, because you slap that shit on your piece of bread when you're done or whatever the fuck. You take a bite, goo everywhere. Look like you came yourself, but your liver's failing, all right? You don't want that fucking problem. So you crack the yolk that's in the middle after the bottom's already been cooked. You flip it immediately so none of the yolk spills out nowhere, because it'll be hard enough that, you know, whatever, you live with it. And then you flip it, pepper, salt, you wait a little bit till you think it's done, because, I mean, it'll either have, it's going to have less runny stuff regardless, but if you leave it on there too long, it's just going to get rid of all the runny. Take that, slap it on your piece of toast, and then you're ready to have sex. That's how you make an egg.
That's how I do it. I do it like that exactly.
All right, I'm going to tell you how to do mine now.
Now, Chef
I'll tell you
Canyon
how to do
Malloy, I
mine
got
now.
a quick question for you before
What's your-
anyone else talks about how to make their
What's your
eggs.
quick
all right?
question, son?
Now, if you're having pig bacon with your eggs, then I guess you could say your recipe's hog wild. But what do you
Yes, sir.
call it when you're having turkey bacon?
Turkey wild.
You make him.
It's cock wild.
It's cock wild. Hey, yo,
That's what I was
seriously,
trying to
Only
though,
thing I could think of was turkey pan oil egg bacon. That
hey,
I don't
if
know.
anybody here hasn't had turkey bacon, though, try that
I was
turkey
just trying to
bacon.
get somebody to say cock
It's
wild.
good.
Turkey bacon's
bacon
good.
is way good.
People
All
think
right,
Are turkeys?
people
Now
think
Are
listen-
turkeys actually cock, or is that only?
stop
That's
talking
only
that
chickens.
mess. Now it's my turn to fucking.
Okay, so now that it's my turn
Say,
to tell you about how
Josh,
I cook
I
eggs.
will fucking
Hang on,
So-
what's
run
all of our chef names?
over your dog, Josh.
My
Hey,
my
so
chef
one-
name is Gregory Benson. Or Bensony.
My name is Josh, and I'm the singer of Properties of
It's just
Nature.
Josh. Oh, all right. Well, I guess
So when
I'm
I
a little
cook
other chef name.
eggs, I do exactly what Canyon does, but like sometimes when I want to put eggs in my noodles, you pretty much just boil some water.
boil some bread.
You don't need the
Boil.
oil. You don't need the oil because it's water.
Just need the
You
ball.
boil, but no oil.
Bowl.
Because if you
Boil
put the
with no
oil
oil.
in the hot water, it'll explode or something.
Now,
I don't know.
now
Maybe
wait
it's
a minute.
opposite.
Are
Literally
you
not true.
are you
But-
boiling the water with no oil in a bowl or in a pan?
Pan, pot, but
A pot?
pot,
Maybe even a pot?
Yeah, a pot.
You
And-
boil the water, no oil, and not in a
And don't
bowl
quote
in a
me.
pot.
Don't quote me. I'm pretty sure it's like you just leave them in for like 4 minutes, and then they're like a little squishy on the inside, and you pull them out, throw them at the wall,
Squishy.
and scream. No, then you're ready to put them in your mac and cheese.
All right.
After
Wait.
that.
Wait.
Wait, what? Did
Yeah.
you say mac and shit? Did you say mac and shit? Wait, what
Yeah,
the
but
fuck?
you gotta peel
What the
the
fuck is-
egg the eggshell off of them after that. After you boil them for 4 minutes, and then
What the fuck
then
are we
you put 'em in your
talking
mac and
about?
cheese.
Hey,
No, I
what's
put them in
your-
like
what's
ramen. That's
your-
like the ramen eggs.
Hey,
Oh.
what's your fucking secret to getting the shell off the egg without peeling it off all tediously? Do you
There's
do the
no
strategy?
fucking secret,
do
is
you
there?
do you do the secret strategy where you take 3 of them, you put them into a standard size mason jar, you shake it for 15 seconds, you open it up, and then you roll them in your hands like this?
Are we talking?
You ever done that?
Are we
Homie,
talking-
see
are we
that
talking-
that
Try
works
that
with
out.
hard-boiled
Try
eggs.
that out.
See, these are like soft-boiled eggs.
Nope. It works with soft-boiled eggs
No,
too.
because
I've
they'll
done it.
pop.
You try it.
Homie, they'll pop.
No, you're just wrong. You're squeezing too hard, you freaking dingus.
No, it's the shaking them in the fucking jar, dude.
Thomas,
Nope.
how about you end
You're
this
shaking them too
podcast
hard then, you dingus.
with yours?
All right, guys. Thanks for coming to the Properties of Nature podcast. Now that we've all given our advice on how to
Follow
cook
us on
eggs, we're
Twitter.
calling it.
Kate, I will never be on this podcast again if you don't let me tell my egg story.
What's your chef name first?
My chef name is Albert Leotard.
Oh,
Go, Albert Leotard.
First, you're going to want to go to the farmer's house late at night, steal one of his chickens, because you don't want to pay for no chicken because that ruins the flavor. Then,
they know they've
the
been bought.
first egg that stolen chicken lays, you got to nurture that egg, make a whole new chicken out of it. Because you didn't get
That's
to
a real
raise
important
that
part.
stolen chicken, so it's making subpar eggs.
It's making eggs for the other guy. You need your own eggs.
It's making eggs for the other guy. You need your own chicken that you raised from birth, okay?
You need to
After
you need to
you-
kill the other birth chicken first. By the way, after it gives birth to the egg, kill that one so you can raise it and say, "I found you on the
Well,
streets.
and
You
that's
was on
the
the
thing.
road."
You have to kill the original chicken, or else that chicken's gonna be filling your chicken with some nonsense that it learned on the other farm. You know, so you need a completely clean slate. Okay, now you
Yeah.
raise that chicken to be the most fucking professional, fucking aspirational chicken that has ever lived.
Did you teach your chicken table manners?
Yes. Table manners, teach them fucking
Floor manners?
trigonometry, floor manners.
You taught him fucking?
They
Well, it's a-
have
you mu-
to
it's a
know
must. You have to
all
know.
that there is to know about this world. Okay?
Do you teach him the sins of
You teach him the sins of man.
national recognition of fast food
Yes.
He's gotta
council?
Now, once your learned chicken has proven that it's ready to lay its egg, you
And the way it proves that is by opening its own restaurant chain and getting it nationally recognized, right?
yes, and it lays the egg, right? You fertilize that egg yourself.
Oh hell yeah!
Okay, you fertilize that egg, right? So it becomes a new chicken human hybrid. Now you get your chicken human hybrid, and you let
Seems
that
a lot for breakfast.
you take the eggs from that one, and you do basically what Cade said with them,
No.
and that's how I make my perfect egg.